citizens of Montgomery. We ask that you guide our minds to do the right thing for all parties concerned. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you. Please stand with me as we pledge allegiance to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. The Board of Adjustments is a 9-member board. We're appointed by the City Council and we serve on a voluntary basis without compensation. Our procedure for conducting business is that I will call out the name of the petitioner. If you would, please come and speak clearly and loudly into the mic, and then be prepared to answer any questions that any board member might have. Anyone in the audience will be given the opportunity to voice their questions or concerns about any particular item. Once we receive public testimony and discussion on that particular item is concluded, members of the board will deliberate and we will render our decision. I'll remind members with a personal or a financial interest in any request, you're required to recuse yourself from voting. Any testimony that is submitted by the petitioner on behalf of the petitioner during the presentation of the agenda item will be binding as to any decision the board makes relative to the motion. I'll remind the board members that if a motion to deny an item is made, a reason must be given. This time I'll introduce the members of the board that are here. Mr. George Howell, our Vice Chairman, Mr. Barry Robinson, Ms. Diane Burke, Mr. Quentin Burke, Mr. Bart Prince, and I'm John Stanley, your chairman. Our staff that's here tonight is Mr. Warren Adams and Ms. Tanya Ingram. We have 6 members here tonight. It requires 5 votes to approve a motion. If you feel as though that might adversely affect your item, then you can delay and resubmit at our next meeting. Any questions? We're going to delay item number 1 for now. We'll come back to that after another board member gets here. Item number 2 is presented by Eddie Harris.
Mr. Stanley.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want to tell them about number 7 and number 11?
Oh, yes. Thank you. Item number 7 has been withdrawn. Presented by Teresa Johnson, requesting a special exception for a residential group home to be located at 3602 Tulane Avenue. That item has been withdrawn. Item number 11 has been delayed. Presented by J.T. Thompson, representing Progressive Real Estate, LLC, requesting a special exception for a bed and breakfast to be located at 643 Felder Avenue in an R60M zoning district. That's been delayed until the next meeting. Okay, item number 2 is presented by Eddie Harris, requesting a street side yard variance for an addition to the dwelling located at 2600 Knollwood Drive in an R85 zoning district.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Denise Harris. This is Eddie Harris. We're requesting this variance for a 25 by 25 open carport facing the Woodley Road side, and we need actually a 10-foot variance on that side of the street. That is our request.
Okay, our agenda says it'll come within 15 feet of the side yard. 30 feet is required, so you're requesting a 15-foot street side yard variance.
Yes.
Okay. So you're just going to use this as a
open carport.
Open
Yes.
carport.
Yes.
Okay. Any question, board members? Mr. Howell?
Will it be on a slab?
Yes,
Okay, and it'll have a solid roof over it, right?
yes,
Okay.
That's all. Carport use only, correct?
yes.
Chairman,
Any other questions?
I have a question. I'll make the motion that we approve
No,
this.
no, hold on.
Okay.
I hadn't asked for the question.
Yes, sir.
I hadn't asked for it,
All right.
okay? Any other question, board members? Anyone in the audience care to address this item?
Oh, that's right. Excuse me.
If not, now I'll entertain the motion.
I'll make the motion that we approve this item.
Have a motion to approve. Mr. Prince, to have a second?
I'll second it.
Have a second from Mr. Burke. Any further discussion or questions? All in favor, please raise your hand. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Item number 3 is presented by Jose Alejo, requesting a special exception for a mobile home for living purposes to be located at 465 Hunter Loop Road in an Ag 2 zoning district.
That's a second no-show. He'll have to reapplicate.
Okay, second no-show, he'll have to reapply. The board member, Mr. Bo Holmes, is now here. We'll hear item number 4 next, presented by Southern Signcrafters, representing Rodney Walker, requesting a height variance for a new ID sign to be located at 1505 Louisville Street in an M1 zoning district.
My name is Lane Jones. I'm with Southern Signcrafters. I'm here.
You're going to have to speak a little louder and clearer into that, please.
My name is Lane Jones. I'm here representing Southern Signcrafters for a variance to raise the sign 55 foot from the ordinance of 45 foot. The total height would be 100 foot.
Do you know if there are any other signs in that area that are at 100 feet? That's a tall sign.
No, sir. There is a sign. It's a billboard sign on the Northern Boulevard that is off the viaduct at the bottom that raises up to the same height of the Northern Boulevard. But I'd say height from ground to top would probably be 85 foot.
Sits way down.
It's sitting, in other words, it's sitting 15 feet below road grade.
No, sir. It is at the same height as the Northern Boulevard, but the structure is below the bridge on the Northern Boulevard.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, it's 50 to 100 feet below the bridge, yeah.
Okay. Any questions, board members? Mr. Howell?
Do you know how tall that sign is for that Chevron station out there, or is it still there?
There's not a,
I don't believe it's there
I don't
anymore.
think there's a Chevron station out there.
Okay, there was
Well,
one
there's one on 6th Street.
on 6th Street.
There's one on 6th Street,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, okay,
But this sits well below, this is when you go over the bridge.
right.
And it sits way down on like Louisville Street down
I
the
know.
bottom, so.
I know.
Below grade.
Okay.
Yes.
Never mind.
Okay. Any other questions, board members? Anyone in the audience care to address this item? Chair will entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Mr. Howell makes a motion to approve. Have a second.
Second.
Mr. Prince. Mr. Prince seconds. Any further discussion?
Yeah, I do have one question.
Yes.
This sign will be sitting on the property. It won't be attached to anything up on Northern Boulevard. It'll actually be coming out of the ground.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
it'll be a complete build from the ground.
Okay, from Louisville. Okay, so it's 100 feet from Louisville.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
that's fine.
Okay. All in favor of the motion as presented, raise your hand. Motion carries.
Thank you, sir.
Is that the?
We go back to we're going back to number 1 now.
Oh, this is that one, okay.
Okay, we're going to come back to item number 1, presented by the ARC Montgomery, requesting a special exception for a private school to be located at 2130 Bell Road in an R85 zoning district. Board members, we had delayed this item at the last meeting for the petitioner to provide us with some issues, particularly relating to ingress, egress, and for their opportunity to meet and discuss this item with the surrounding neighborhood. So with that, turn this. Yeah, hold on.
Please let the record show that.
Yes, ma'am. I get to that. Anyway, we'll get started. But Ms. Burke is recusing herself from this particular item. Okay. So you have 6 voting board members. Okay. All right. Proceed.
All right, Mr. Chair, I'm Ray Scott. I'm the ARC of Montgomery Executive Director. I'm here with Max Vaughn and Wesley Cox. Those are the engineers that actually did the study. And we're here because on 21 August, that we requested that special exception for our McGinnis School to move at 2130 Bell Road. And out of that meeting, there was 2 action items that we had to perform, and that was the traffic engineering analysis and also meeting with the HOA community. Both of those actions has been completed, and you guys should have, the board, you should have copies in front of you regarding the letter that was sent from the HOA committee.
We do have those. Can we get a report on the traffic analysis?
Yes.
Afternoon, Max Vaughn, Good Mills and Kaywood, and we performed the traffic evaluation report for the school based on the proposed enrollment and the future enrollment, and we're basing it off the buses that were to be used for the school. And what we've shown is the amount of bus traffic that is to be generated by the current use proposed and the future use proposed will be less than the existing church that was there today. And we provided this information to the city, to the traffic engineer, and he has had a chance to review that and provide his recommendations to each of you. And I believe he is in agreement with that and is here tonight if y'all have any questions for him or myself. So be happy to answer any specific questions that you have.
Max, tell us about left turn in, left turn out.
One of the items that we determined would add some level of safety to the use of the entrance is for buses to turn right in only during peak hours and right out only. And the school is aware of that requirement and prepared to accommodate that as part, and that's within the report that we provided as well. And no left turns during the peak hours will be handled by those buses.
Any questions from Mr. Baum? Okay, I have some more questions. I think we touched on these last time, but I want to clarify 2 or 3 points. Are you going to have outside sporting activities?
There's no outside sporting activities planned.
Sorry?
No.
No?
No.
No sporting activities. Okay. Will there be any activities there after 5 p.m. in the afternoon?
No, the operation, our students are there only from 7:45 to 2:30 p.m.
Okay. There's a section of privacy fence across the rear of the property that's missing. It's probably 40, 50 feet. Would you go ahead and put up the privacy fence? There's a gap there.
If that's what I would tell you, sir, yes, because what we want to do is protect the people that we serve, and we would close that gap.
You're
If
gonna
nothing
put-
else for security.
You're gonna put that up? Right, okay. All right, exterior lighting. The lighting that's there was installed for the church. It's a low, what I call a low lighting. So I want to make sure that y'all do intend to keep that low level of lighting pretty much like it is, so that we don't have a lot of bright lights that
It won't
would
disturb the
interfere with the
community. Yes.
residential neighborhood.
Yes,
So you would intend to keep that lighting in place?
as in place.
Good, okay. Any other questions, board members? Is there anyone in the audience that would like to address this particular item? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve as requested.
I'll second it.
Have a motion from Mr. Holmes to approve. Have a second from Mr. Burke to approve. To second that motion. Any further discussion or question? All in favor, raise your hand. 6, 4, 1 recuse. You're approved.
All right, thank you,
Okay.
appreciate it.
Item number 5 is, Grady, y'all come on up. I'm gonna let them get out. Hold on a minute.
Big sign,
Item number 5 is presented by Trent Cedrone, requesting a variance to the flood ordinance 47-2020 for an accessory structure to be located at 4445 Casada Ferry Road in an R50 single-family residential and flood hazard zoning district.
Okay, my name's Grady Hicks. I'm here helping Trent with this. And basically what he's has done is built him a garage in his backyard and didn't know he had to go through and getting permits and everything. So he come in and get power, and then everybody said, you know, where's your building permit, where's your electrical and this? So this is where we're at now, because it went, supposedly, is what I'm understanding is, it exceeded $1,000. He's got about $15,000+ in building this building itself. And they said this is the first step we need to go to is get this cleared here. And we got some pictures of the structure if anybody needs to see any of the pictures or anything.
You will not be using this for human habitation, right?
No, sir.
You're
No,
not
sir.
going to be living there.
No, sir.
It's
This is in his
strictly
backyard. It's
a
a garage only.
For storage only.
Yes, sir.
Got it.
No bathrooms.
How about restrooms? No.
No, so this is just a garage.
Just a garage, no restrooms. No
Can I
hobbies,
see the
just
picture?
a garage, right?
That's just okay.
Thank you.
Y'all need to see
If
that.
he built that for 15,000, I need him to build me one too. I said, if he built that for 15,000, I need him to build me one of those too.
I do. I do too.
Granddaddy owns A1 Industrial Maintenance, Bobby Bailey, and he had all the steel there, and that's what they do for a living, is structural steel, weld, and stuff.
That's a big difference.
But no, I wish that too. He'd be building me a couple of them
Yeah,
if he could do that. They just had all the steel, the structure, and that's what he does for a living. And he welds and fabricates. And this is as good as any red iron building we've ever erected. So,
Any question, board members? Anyone in the audience care to address this item? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I move for approval.
Ms. Burke makes a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
I'll second it.
From Mr. Holmes. Any further discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Motion carries 7-0.
Thank you. Y'all want to put some pictures in y'all's file, or you can come back and get them?
You can have them. Yep, it's nice.
Item number 6 is presented by That's My Child, requesting a special exception for a private school to be located at 2414 Lower Wetumpka Road in an M1 and M2 zoning district. Yes, sir.
Where the hot dogs?
Hello, how y'all doing today? My name is Charles Lee, and I'm the founder and executive director of That's My Child Youth Organization. I have been mentoring the youth in North Montgomery for the last 18 years. I started That's My Child in 2012. We do an assessment every year with our parents as well as our students for the past 3 years. One thing that's been mentioned by our parents is providing a good quality education in school. We have a couple of schools in our district, whether it's Percy Julian and Capitol Heights, but we want to do more like a holistic approach. Our long-term goal is to be able to kind of do a school as well as dormitory housing and be able to kind of rehab and fix up our whole neighborhood. But our first approach is definitely starting off with the school, and so we'll love y'all permission to kind of get started with that.
There are a lot of buildings here. Are you going to be using all of these buildings?
So each building is represented for something different, and so yeah, it will be included in our curriculum. As you see, that building right there is a restaurant. The first building is a restaurant ran entirely by youth. And so that's a restaurant called That's My Dog Junior. All the staff there. So we do workforce development already. The other outdoor space behind it is an outdoor classroom where we do a lot of tutoring and things like that. The other building over there is the education building. We do after-school tutoring, and so we will be utilizing all of those buildings. The other building, it's actually 2 buildings right there that you can't see.
Right.
But one is a dance studio. It's for arts programs, and then we have an entrepreneurship program as well. And so we pretty much kind of do all of the great things after school, but what we're missing is a school component, because students go to a school which is deemed as failing or whatever, and then they come to us for 4 hours and we preach hope, and then we send them back into a neighborhood full of disparities. And so our goal is to be able to kind of bridge that gap and close some of them loopholes with starting a school, and then long term we'll be trying to, like I said, do a dormitory housing and things like that with the additional 12 acres behind.
Will you have exterior lighting?
Yes, sir.
Well lit?
Yes, sir. It is well lit.
All right. I'm noticing from this aerial, I don't see any marked parking spaces. How do you intend to mark parking spaces?
Yeah, so we have parking on, we have parking spaces. Is all the area right there will be for parking, as well as the front, as well as our neighbors. Our neighbors all have said that, you know, they're in for it. And so we do plan on marking parking spaces. I don't know if you see the ones up front, they're marked, but I don't know.
I see some. But I see 4, but I don't see marked park. Is that paved or is that a gravel parking lot?
It's paved.
Paved?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you mark, would you be able to mark those
Of course.
spaces?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mark parking spaces, because if you don't, it'll be a mess.
Yes, sir.
As you know.
And I don't know if y'all received the letter of support from all of the, from the Neighborhood Association in Charlestown. They was gonna be here tonight, but they had a grant presentation or something they had to go to, but I can give you all, if y'all need, just a letter of support for the Neighborhood Association, that they're in favor for having a school there.
All right. Any other questions, board members? No questions? Anyone in the audience? Mr. French, you got a question?
Yes, sir. Have you already started?
Started at school?
Yes.
Well, we have an after-school program, and so we have students already coming to us every day or whatever for after-school, whether it's tutoring, dance class, workforce development, entrepreneurship programs, but we haven't started the school yet, no, sir.
Any other questions?
We wanted to come and get permission first.
Anyone in the audience care to address this item? If not, I'll entertain a motion. You got a, oh, okay, I'm sorry.
I'm not here for Charles Lee. This is not the reason that I came tonight. He may not remember me, but I have, when I worked at Trinity Presbyterian School, we did a outreach program where we went to help clean out the area that was for That's My Dog. It was extremely well run. If That's My Child is going to be anything like That's My Dog, it's a very worthy endeavor. So I ask that y'all consider to approve it.
Great, thank you.
record, that's my child, that's my dog. We're the same thing, for real. So.
Hey, where are the hot dogs, though?
Hey, I'll go get some.
You
for
didn't
y'all.
bring
As
any
soon as
hot
y'all
dogs.
approve hot dogs on me, I got
No, we
y'all.
can't be bought like that
okay,
now,
all right.
okay?
Yeah, but y'all should definitely come by. If y'all never been by, come get a hot dog from a student. It's an entirely teenage-run restaurant, and it's pretty amazing. And these are some of the students, well, these are some of the ones that's helping with education. These are all college students from Alabama State. They come in every day and make sure that they can tutor and help with the young people as well.
Very good. Chair will entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second. Motion to
Motion to
approve.
approve, as requested, providing he marks the parking spaces and provides ample lighting.
Okay. Exterior lighting.
Yes.
Parking lot. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And mark parking spaces.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Second.
Have a motion to approve. Mr. Holman, have a second. Second, Mr. Prince. Any further discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. You approve. 7-0. You got it.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
When are you going to start? When are you going to start school?
Next fall.
Next fall?
Fall of 2026.
Next fall. Got it. All right. Item 7 has been withdrawn.
Number 8. They didn't bring a lot of people like they thought they said they were.
Item 8 is presented by Brittany Gant, representing BG's Event Center, LLC, requesting a variance to ordinance number 17-2014 for a place of amusement and assembly located at 3447 McGee Road, units O, P, and Q, in a B3 zoning district. Yes, sir.
Good afternoon. My name is Larry Webb Sr. I'm representing.
I'm sorry, who? What's your name again, please?
Larry Webb Sr.
Okay.
Representing BG's Entertainment Center.
Okay, so you want to have Monday through Sunday from 4 p.m. to 1 a.m., correct?
Yes, sir.
And board members, you see all of the events that he wants to have there. I assume you'll be serving alcohol beverages, correct?
Yes, sir.
George, you love these. You got some questions?
Hold on. Tell us what you're going to do about security.
Yes, we have security. Yes, but anytime we have like a major event, we'll have security. Like a baby shower, we need security. Like an open event, like someone rent it out, we have to have security at all times.
Okay. Anything else you want to tell us about what you're going to do there?
No, sir, that's about it. We were just trying to get get the clearance of 150 feet variance. We have the liquor license. We're just trying to get approved for it.
Yep, I understand.
Yes, sir.
What kind of noise control are you going to have there?
Sir?
Noise control.
Well, the noise is not very loud because basically, you know, we are right there in the area of from 4 to 1. It's not going to be a lot of loud noise. Because basically, I guess people be asleep at that time of morning. So we at 1 o'clock we out. We out there.
This must be a park.
Close 12 o'clock. We closing up.
Okay. Any other question, board members? Mr. Howell?
Have you run this kind of business before?
Yes, sir.
Where?
Well, it was down on the other end, and we moved it to the other side. It was at 3447L.
Okay. And there was no conflict there with this
No,
ordinance?
sir, no conflict.
Okay. I want to share something with you. My experience with this type of operation, despite your best intentions, something will get screwed up. This is a place that serves alcohol, and it is close to apartments behind it where
Yes,
people
sir.
live. So what happens is, and it has happened to me in my neighborhood, you get that. It starts about 8 o'clock and it doesn't let up until the DJ cuts it off, no matter what the time is. The people that live there probably don't want to hear that for 4 or 5 hours, regardless of what you might be trying to do. I would advise you, and it's not my money, but I would advise you to find some other place to conduct this type of business that is not near residential property. That's my 2 cents worth. I've been through this before with 2 different places close to my house. And people that live in a neighborhood don't want this. They don't need it, though it sure don't need it, but they don't want it because of this. Everybody loves the bass. The DJs love the bass. They bring the equipment to bring the bass. Whoopee. It gets on people's nerves if they ain't there.
Thank you, Mr. Howell.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Can I say something, sir?
We get it.
I understand. Can I say something, please, sir?
Sure.
They have 2 more. You got Club Rumors right there. You got another night spot just open up, and they got another event Sunday on the other side. So they haven't had any problems since I've been there. So we have no violent incident at all. So my thing is, I'll be there every time it be opened up, because I'm gonna make sure everything's run well.
You're what?
These other locations, are they further than 250 feet that he's referring to?
Some of them at the other end meet the 250 foot, but I want y'all to be aware, this is strictly for them serving alcohol. They already have an event center there. This is strictly
Okay, so
for
they
the alcohol.
already have the event center. This
Yes.
is just about whether they can serve alcohol or not.
Correct.
So they can play music all night long, George. They can do that all night long right now. It's just a matter of whether they have alcohol.
All right.
I've said
Any other questions? Anyone in the audience care to address this item? I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Do we have a second? Motion fails for lack of a second. To have another motion?
Due to the close proximity to the nearest residential area, I make a motion to deny.
Have a motion to deny from Mr. Burke because of proximity to residential area. Second by Ms. Burke. Any further discussion? All in favor to deny this motion, or to deny this item, please raise your hand. All opposed?
6-1.
6-1,
Motion passes.
denied.
Okay, thank you.
You go. Okay, thank you. Good job, boy.
When did we approve the event center?
I don't remember.
Hey, when did we approve the event center?
You didn't have to.
We didn't have to?
No. Only if they serve
So
alcohol.
only if they serve alcohol, they have to
Yes,
be more
sir.
than 100, or more than 250 feet.
Yes, sir.
Got it. Item 9 is presented by Amanda Adams, requesting a front yard variance for an accessory structure to be located in the required front yard at 3601 Lancaster Lane in an R100 zoning district. Ms. Adams.
Hi, Mr. Stanley. How are you?
Good. How you?
I'm well. I used to work with Earl Barton. He's still my broker.
Oh, okay.
Right. So, good evening, everyone. Thank you for hearing me and getting me to my neighbors if they're here. So, I'm asking for a variance for a carport in our front yard. As you can see, it's built over a concrete parking pad. This was a surprise present from my husband, who decided that we needed a carport. He bought the carport. The carport was put up on a Friday. On Tuesday, we received a notice from the city that it was, we were in violation. So I went through all the steps to apply for the variance. So I'm asking for the variance to keep my carport.
Got it.
The carport is well hidden. When you look at it from the street view, you can barely see it. I also have 2 letters from separate appraisers pointing out the fact that the presence of the carport does not affect the value of my property or my neighbor's property.
Okay. All right. But it's still in violation.
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay. Board members, I assume that y'all have looked at the emails from various property owners in the area. So if not, take a moment and look at those. Any questions for Ms. Adams?
Yes.
Hello.
Ms. Tyler?
Why do you have this in the front yard? Why not your backyard?
Because our backyard is, we have a very large pine tree in the backyard and a very large magnolia tree in the backyard that blocks part of our backyard on the side of our house.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I have a picture if you want to see the street view.
We've got pictures.
Yeah, we see it.
From the front?
Yes.
We're looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes,
There's
sir.
one.
Yeah.
It's there.
Any other questions, board members?
Yes, Ms.
Mr. Burke?
Adams. Now, was the parking pad always there?
Yes, sir. The parking pad has always been there. It was original.
So you just pretty much put the cover around it?
Yes, sir. We put the cover on top
But
of
the
it.
parking pad is not in violation. Okay?
So, could it be moved to your backyard? I know you don't want to, but could it be?
I would have to cut down the large pine tree. Do you see that large pine tree at the top there?
I see it.
That's the pine tree.
If they did move it to the backyard, they have to be a certain distance from the home as well, I guess?
10 feet.
10 feet, okay.
Okay. Anyone else care to address this item?
Can I ask her another question?
Hmm?
Can I ask her another question first?
Sure.
Are there any other structures like this in the neighborhood in the front yard?
No.
No, sir, not to the best of my knowledge. There are several attached carports, but not detached.
Got it. Okay.
Any other questions on the petition? Okay, we'll hear from opposition or for or against.
Good evening, Board. I'm Reese Briggs. I live in 3555. I'm her neighbor to the right. I've seen it go up. It's not a distraction. It's hidden behind, as you can see, it's hidden behind the big bush in the front yard. I know it's now that it's a violation of city code, and that's why she's asking for the variance. To me, it blends in with the house. It's not a distraction. I live right next door. And her neighbor to the other side has agreed with me as well, and I believe he's the one that sent in a rebuttal saying that it's not, and it doesn't bother him. So as far as the complaints, I'm not so sure why. I live right next door. It's not bothering me. She had an appraisal done. It's not affecting the value of my house, so I don't see any problem with it, with a zoning variance being granted to her. Thank you for your time.
Okay.
Good evening, council members. Again, my name is Jeff McIntyre. I have a handout. Can I approach you all? I'm speaking against, my name is Jeff McIntyre. I'm a Hillwood resident here on behalf of myself and several neighbors to ask that you deny the requested front yard exception for 3601 Lancaster Lane. The structure was built without a permit. It encroaches approximately 10 feet onto the 35-foot front setback required in an R100 residential neighborhood. The variance standards and exceptions are intended for unique property hardships, not for situations created by the owner's actions. Authorities have always recommended denying variances based on self-created hardship, and we ask this council to dismiss any exception request not specifically based on unique property hardships. Setbacks exist to protect safety, street continuity, pedestrian and driver sight lines, and access for utilities and emergency vehicles. They're not merely aesthetic guiding the permit and code process while creating a precedent that invites future, after-the-fact construction violations. Therefore, we respectfully request that the council deny the exception and require the residents to move the structure in violation. However, speaking only for myself as a neighbor who understands the allure of covered parking, I would ask that the council not impose any financial penalties beyond the cost of removing the structure. So thank you for your service, and thank you.
Good evening. My name is Jim Byram. I'm here for the Colletts, John and Kay Collett, who live on 1706 Radcliffe Road, just around the corner from this house, and also for Jay and Mary Elizabeth Collett, who live at 1707 Fair Forest, which is just right down the street within 2 houses from this dwelling. I also live in Hillwood on Pine Needle, about 2 long blocks from this property. I was on a walk a couple of weeks ago, right before I went out of town, and saw this and really was shocked that something like that had been erected in our neighborhood. I immediately called the city. The city said there was already a complaint and that you could submit emails, and Mr. Stanley's referred to those. And I didn't submit one because I was out of town for 2 weeks, but I did want to come for the Colletts and also for myself. When the property owners bought this property, their deed plainly said that the property was subject to the restrictive covenants. The restrictive covenants for this property, which are recorded in the courthouse, has a 35-foot setback, the same as in the R100 zone. Now, Miss Adams said that you couldn't park in the back. They have a shed just like this in the back now.
He needs to come back and talk in the mic. We can't record it.
Let us see these, and then you can explain. Then you can, from the mic, if you will. Yeah, that's one way.
Concrete driveway on the west side of the property. They built a privacy fence type wall across the driveway, and directly behind the fence, you'll see above the fence a shed that looks essentially identical to this. So I question the statement that they couldn't park in the backyard, since there appears to already be one in the driveway. But the most important point to me is when I look at your regulations and what the standards are for granting a variance, I don't see how this request meets any of them. I don't have a carport. I have a circular driveway and I park in front of my house. The Colletts have a parking pad in front of their house. If you allowed these property owners to put this structure in front of their house, you would have no basis to deny that for every other house in the neighborhood. So, and the fact that it's behind a Leland cypress or cedar tree or whatever it is, we all know that that tree could be dead next week, and then it'd be right out in the open. And you can see it. If you're traveling east and west on Lancaster Lane, it's very obvious. It's not the sort of structure that should be in our neighborhood or in any other neighborhood where there's a setback requirement. So I would request that you deny the variance and require the removal of this structure.
Thank you. Anyone else care to address this item? Ms. Adams? You can rebuttal.
Number one, I'd like to address the comment that it's very visible.
You need to speak.
Traveling
We
east to
cannot hear
west.
you.
Sorry, my apologies. I'd like to address the comment that it's terribly visible when you're traveling from east to west. I have photos from the street. That is from east to west.
She needs to talk in the mic.
Yes, I have photos from Lancaster, when you're on Lancaster going east, and I have a photo from Fair Forest. It is not that visible. Also, yes, there is another carport right back there on the corner. So if we were to move it, we would have to go through that carport and the pine tree. But I think the original question was, could we move it? Can we park right there? We can park right there. But I'm applying for the variance to have a carport in the front of my home on an existing parking pad. Yes, sir. And again, I apologize to my neighbors. I don't want to start a big fuss in the neighborhood. I also would like to add that I've been attacked on Facebook because of this. None of my neighbors came to speak to me directly. This was put up on a Friday, and on Tuesday, there was already a complaint. 10 days later, there was another complaint, and the city inspector was at my house, even though we had missed the filing deadline. So, if the request is denied, I understand. I understand the rules. I'm just concerned as a member of the Hillwood neighborhood that none of my neighbors, other than my direct neighbor, took the time to even come and knock on our door and express their concern. This is what drives good people out of good neighborhoods. People not coming to talk to you about things. So I appreciate your time. I appreciate my neighbor's time. And I hope in the future, you all will feel free to come and talk to me. You obviously know where I live because you're taking pictures of my house. So, I thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hold up.
Any other questions?
Yeah, how many people live at this house?
2.
Okay.
Sir, we are car people. We like cars.
Okay. For your enjoyment, do you sell them, buy them?
Our enjoyment.
Okay.
I have 2 classic cars, the early 90s, and I have an everyday pickup truck. So, yes, sir.
Okay.
We're not running a car lot out of our house.
Okay. Anything else?
No, sir.
Any other questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
I make a motion to deny this request based on the grounds that the carport is not compatible with the character of the neighborhood.
Have a motion to deny. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a second, Mr. Howell. Any further discussion?
I would like clarification on that.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All in favor of the motion, please raise your hand. Motion to deny.
6.
Opposed?
1. Motion passes.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So
The motion.
Oh, I get that.
Your petition has been denied.
I understand, Mr. Stanley.
So
Is
do you
there a
want to say
time frame for
something?
me to remove my carport now?
Yeah,
Excuse
we
me.
can add that to the motion. We didn't give her time.
Mr. Robinson, would you amend that motion to give her 30 days to remove it?
Yes.
Have a motion. The motion's amended to provide this to be removed within 30 days. Do we need to vote on that? Second. Who seconded that?
Mr. Howell.
Mr.
Yes, second that.
Second, Mr. Hall. All in favor, raise your hand. Burke? All opposed? Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Sorry. Let's see, item number 10. Item 10 is presented by John Middleton, requesting a special exception for a mobile home for living purposes to be located on the north side of Sanders Lane, approximately 700 feet north of Hayden Lane, and a flood hazard zoning district.
Yes, sir. I'm John Middleton. I'm requesting a special exception for to place a new mobile home on that property I bought on Sanders Lane. I know it's in a flood zone. I do have a flood elevation certificate where it needs to be raised a foot when I put the mobile home there.
Yeah, you got to meet that. How far back from?
It's going to be approximately about.
Are you fronting? Let me ask you a question. What are you fronting? Are you fronting Sanders Lane?
Yes.
How far back from Sanders Lane?
It's going to be about 100 foot from Sanders Lane off the road.
Back from Sanders Lane?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You'll be using this for your own living purposes, not
Yes.
for rental?
No, not a rental.
Not for rental.
It's basically going to be my retirement.
Okay, but not for rental?
Not for rental,
Okay.
no.
Any other questions, board members?
I have one. How
Yes,
close-
ma'am. Ms. Burke?
How close is the nearest residence to you, existing residence? How close is it?
I'm sorry.
How close is the nearest existing residence to you?
Actually, on this map, the house right there is going to be kind of behind where my mobile home will be. The mobile home is going to be in the center.
Yeah, is that one to the east of you? That's the only one that's close to you?
Yes.
How far are you from that house, the property line?
Probably, I know the lot is 190 foot wide, so probably 90 foot. Because the mobile home's going to be in the center of the lot.
It's close to that house.
And there are other mobile homes on Sanders Lane. There's actually one down the road, probably an eighth of a mile. It's actually probably a 1970s mobile home.
Yeah.
And I do have photos of those if y'all need those too. And something else, when I purchased the property, it was under the assumption that it was not in city limits. And when I went to have an easement to get onto the property, I called the city, because that's who I was directed to. City engineers told me the property was not in the city limits. So the city could not put an easement. I had to call the county.
But it's in the police jurisdiction.
I mean, I don't know. That's my question. I mean, I don't know.
Okay. Board members, anybody have a question? Anyone else care to address this item? Tanya, have you had any complaints from any of the neighborhood that
No,
you're
sir.
aware of?
No.
No complaints. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
A motion to approve, Mr. Howell. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Mr. Holmes. Any further discussion? All in favor of the motion, please raise your hand. All opposed? Mr. Preston? Were you in favor? Okay,
It was unanimous.
okay, 7-0. You approve?
Okay, thank y'all very much. Have a good evening.
Item 11 has been delayed till the next meeting or sometime in the future. Item number 12 is presented by Isaiah Harris, representing Vision Beauty Institute, requesting a special exception for a private school to be located at 5510 West Fair Road in an M1 and D3 zoning district. Ms. Harris?
Yes, sir. Great evening to you all. I am Aziza Harris, and I am requesting a special exception to run a private school at the 5510 Wares Ferry Road location.
Okay. Is your landlord aware of your parking or your number of students, and he aware of what your parking requirements might be?
Yes, sir.
Until 10 o'clock p.m.?
Yes, sir.
You got plenty of lighting there?
We do have good lighting.
Excuse me?
Yes, sir. We do have plenty of exterior lighting.
Because you're going to be there till 10 o'clock at night.
Yes, sir.
You got plenty of lighting.
Yes, sir.
Does your landlord know he's got to provide a lot of lighting?
Yes.
I know your landlord. I know your landlord.
He does. Mr. Simmons, he wants me to do this, so he's been very supportive.
Well, you can tell him that I'm requesting a lot of lighting because you're going to be there till 10 o'clock at night.
Is there any lighting in that parking lot currently?
Is there lighting
or is it
in
just
the
on the
parking lot
building?
now?
Yes, it's a well-lit area. If you drive by there at night.
Is it on a pole or is it just on the building?
It's on the building, but I want to say also throughout the lot, front and back, actually.
Well,
I don't see the poles.
I'm going to want to see, if I go by there at 10 o'clock at night,
okay.
I'm going to want to see lighting in that parking lot.
Okay. I'm trying, because I go there in the evening times.
Tell your landlord that he's got to have that parking lot lit till 10 o'clock at night. If you're going to have 20 students there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm big on lighting. All right, any other questions? Ms. Merritt?
How long do you propose before you go to daytime operation?
That's a great question. I project, because of funding, we are a nonprofit organization, and grant approvals, at minimum a year, I would say. Right now, I'll be the only licensed instructor, along with my student instructors. So I'm going to project at least a year before we go to daytime, at minimum.
So there will be no activities during the day prior to 5:30 initially?
Not with the students present. Maybe me there, just, doing office administrative type things, but no students. We don't anticipate that, no ma'am. That's why we wanted to do it at night, to make sure the parking and whatnot would be able to accommodate us.
LED lights.
But that's at minimum. That could change.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
I also looked on Google Maps and he does have exterior lighting.
Well,
I told you it was well lit.
let Mr. Simmons know I'm expecting that parking lot to be lit at till 10 o'clock at night.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Any other questions? I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Is that Mr. Prince?
Second.
Motion approved, Mr. Prince. Second, Mr. Holmes. Any further discussion? All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
All opposed? None.
Thank you.
Okay,
Appreciate you guys.
let Mr. Simmons know.
Yes, sir, I sure
He's a
will.
friend, and I know he'll understand.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
you all.
All right.
Appreciate you.
All right. I have a motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting.
So moved.
Second. Motion to approve, Mr. Howell, second, Ms. Burke. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All in favor of adjourning, say aye.